like I said last week, I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite quotes and what they mean to me. This is my quote book that I use. I put lots of quotes in there. It was hard to narrow down my favorite quotes to just 7. I started out as 5, but I just couldn't do it, so I had to do 7. And somehow I did it. So here they are. Quote 1. The scariest things about memories is thinking you're going to forget them. I like to keep a vlog and a blog and everything like this, and I've liked it since I was little because I'm always scared that I'm gonna forget something. So writing down my adventures in Belgium in the book that I have, or writing things down on a blog I used to have. I haven't kept up with those things, which really annoys me. But vlogging helps because it involves something I actually went to school for and learned, and it involves stuff I can actually edit and tweak and make exactly my own. I'm always afraid I'm going to forget about a memory that I hold dear to me. Not just one memory alone, but like different memories. And I don't ever want to forget that. And like Alzheimer's terrifies me because of that. And it just terrifies me. Anyone who has Alzheimer's, it's like I don't think I could live with myself because you can't remember anything. It's like your life meant nothing. Before I get too sad, let's go to the next quote. Quote 2. It's not better, it's not worse, it's just different. This quote was given to me by my district leader of youth exchange, I think. So you have to do all these different classes and everything like that about culture and everything. And that was said a lot. It's not better, it's not worse, it's just different. And that was to remind us that even though we're going to a new culture, a new life, and it may not be what we know, it's not better, it's not worse, it's just different, because just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's wrong. And I sometimes have to remind myself of that, because sometimes I forget it. I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to do this. It's out of my comfort zone. Why do you do this? It's weird. Gotta remember, this is how things are. It's just different. Quote number 3. I wonder how much of what weighs me down is not mine to carry. That is a heavy one, no pun intended, because I myself have struggled with mental illness. I tend to put other people in front of my own needs instead of caring for myself first and making sure I'm okay. That's not right. You shouldn't do that. You can't do that. You have to put yourself first before anyone else. Because if you're not okay, you're not making sure that you're taken care of, how are you going to take care of someone else? How are you going to help someone else if it's just not a way to live, right? Leading into this quote, quote 4, and now I'll do what's best for me. Like I said in the last quote, caring about other people before you make sure yourself is where it needs to be. You need to put yourself first. And now I'll do what's best for me. I've tried to do everything that's good for you. I've tried to put you first and all that stuff, but now I have to take care of myself. I have to make sure I'm okay. I have to make sure I'm safe. I have to make sure everything is good with me. Then I can help you. This quote number 5, is from my favorite book, 5 People You Meet in Heaven by Mitch Albom, and it is great. It has a lot of dog-eared pages and quotes underlined, but I've chosen 2 from that book. So this one is, but all endings are also beginnings. We just don't know it at the time. In the book, it's talking about death. It's talking about even though someone is dying, someone's also being born. It's just like a little reminder that I need to have in my head that tells me just because something is ending doesn't mean that something good cannot start. Quote number 6. Sometimes the way you think about a person isn't the way they actually are. That is from a John Green book. I believe it is Paper Towns. Yeah, I think it's Paper Gnomes. One of my favorites because A, it doesn't deal with anyone actually dying. That's pretty cool and pretty odd for John Green, right? But it also deals with the way that just because the way you think something is supposed to be is not how it actually is. For me, myself, it's more like to remind me that just because I'm thinking about like all these scenarios in my head and stuff doesn't mean how it's actually going to happen or how it actually is that person. That person is their own. We don't know everything about them. Their life is theirs, and we only know as much as they're letting us know. And we can't make up who they are in our heads and believe that to be true. Because they are them, and the way you think about them is just what you think. Not everyone's like you, not everyone's what you think they will be, not everyone is gonna be exactly what you thought. And you need to remember that. I need to remember that, I guess. Quote 7. That there are no random acts. That we are all connected. That you can no more separate one life from another than you can separate a breeze from the wind. The theme of this book here, about the 5 people you meet in heaven, is something that is very intriguing to me because simplified, it's about the 5 people you meet in heaven, and those 5 people are people that have altered your life forever. You've altered their life. You may know them, you may not, and those 5 people changed the way you lived your life, changed their life, and it just shows that literally everyone is connected in some way to each other. It doesn't work that way. Life does not work out like that. You are not going to be able to ever separate yourself from everyone you know, and because even people you don't know will change your life and you will change theirs. I mean, just look at your bacon number. Mine's like 3. Isn't that stupid? We're all connected to Kevin Bacon. Let's just be real here. Words mean a lot more to people who can't find them very easily in themselves. Alright. Have a great day. My favorite books are always about death, cancer. I read some dark things.